Welcome to SUZUKA. This is the first race in the season 11 of the eSeniors. Fantastic rain on with sim racing. We've been doing this for 11 seasons. That's amazing. I don't know how many years that is, but it's a lot. So thanks for joining us here for the first race in the GT3 series. We have a Monday sprint series. But this today is GT3, and it is a lot of cars on track. And we had this now, this season we have 46 cars on track. And we have this divided in now 3 different categories or classes, if you will. And just to remind ourselves, the Platinum class, which is the top split, last year was a short season, only 5 races, won by Peter Wolfslener. Second was Johan Larsson, and Steve Young was third in the Platinum. And in the Silver group, we had John Messick, Aaron Shannon, and Randy Zimmer as 1, 2, and 3. So, anyone's guess who will be the champion in this season? And this season, it's 10 races, as you see on the chart here, SUZUKA, and then the next one is Brands Hatch, and so on. And we ending with, that's kind of become our calling card here, the ending race at Mount Panorama. Also, we are doing, there is a dropped, one of the races will be dropped, the worst point will be dropped automatically. Also, you get, or the worst result, if you will. And then you also get 1 point for the fastest lap. So there you have it. Yeah, and I'm Christer Hjort. I'm your commentator today. I will do my best to cover everything that happens across this grid of 46 cars so far, which is pretty amazing. So we have a 30-minute qualifying. Last season we had this divided, so the different classes went out for 15 minutes. But we don't do that today, and I'm gonna get on to the camera here from the track. We don't do that this year because it would be such a long qualifying, and it's not so interesting for the broadcasters also. Now it's a little bit more about strategy here for the guys to get out, find a an area on track where they come out and do their laps, and also not to forget that this is under a BOP. We use the LFM BOP, so you're gonna see some people have gone out here in new cars we haven't seen for a while on track, which is Aston Martin. We're gonna see a Honda, etc. So it's gonna be exciting to see. It's been a challenge for some drivers to kind of, and we have Bentley. I think we have 2 Bentleys out there. We have BMWs. So this is the time when I want to mention our sponsors. You have them on screen there, Sim3D. They do everything you need for your cockpit, so dashboards and power supply brackets, all that stuff. And then you have Syndeo there in the middle. It's a Canadian company, and they are technology brokers that are specialized in voice, contact center, and cybersecurity solutions. And Syndeo's advisor, they will help you select the best technology solution for your business. So if you're into that type of technology for your business, then these are the guys to contact. Castle and Cauldron, they do handcrafted cool stuff. You can find them on Facebook. It's kind of medieval Harry Potter type stuff for cosplay and Halloween decor and so on. So they do these handcrafted magic wands that looks really, really cool. So there you have it. That's our sponsors. Let's get on the game stream. So I have a little graphic down there to the right. You see the colors. The Platinum is the top tier. Mid-tier is the Silver. And the red tier is the Bronze. So you see that in the timing tower there. I see 10 people on the chat there, or on YouTube or on Twitch. So let me know that you can hear and see everything that goes on. 46 cars on track, so I think that's all we're gonna see, which is a lot. So we have all the regular suspects. We have some new drivers as well. I'm trying to spot him where he is right now. Yeah, Nick Newcomb is our newcomer. That's a good pun. Nick Newcomb, car number 39, driving a McLaren, all black. So he drives in the bronze split. So it's going to be interesting to see how everyone is going to be able to do a track, if everyone have the fortitude to go out when... oh, Matthias, hey, hi. Hey, Derek. Yeah, so you see here, the track is pretty busy. But I found that if you keep 5 seconds between you and the guy behind and in front, you're in a pretty good spot. So you see, it looks like an ant trail with all these cars. They're going to take a little bit here for the cars to start to get up to speed. A guy that started to drive last year here, Maurice Boutin, is absolutely favorite in my mind. He drives out of Holland in this BMW. He's very quick. And it was between him and Peter Wolfslener the last sprint race, where Wolfslener got a really, really good start. So I overheard kind of the discussion there they had. I don't know if you heard that, or if you saw that on I think maybe it was on Discord. So Peter have kind of figured out kind of a starting process, if you will. Makes him... Yeah, Stefan, yeah, let me know. Just update as needed. I have my little script, so let me know what you need me to emphasize. Happy to do that. Just following Maurice right now. He got a little bit impeded there. But he has, yeah, he goes off track there. I think he's trying to create some space for him. It's going to be a little bit hectic on track here, and that adds kind of another little wrinkle in this. Jean-Marie, he's one of our new drivers as well. Driving in the silver split. Seeing a couple of new liveries as well, looking good. Nikos! Kalispera. Oh, here's Frank Tennant in his fantastic livery. Look at that. That's so awesome. Oh, Peter Wolfslener went out in the wall. What happened? Wolfslener, he was a little bit frustrated during the sprint. Had troubles getting grip, but he's currently sitting just before Maurice, timing-wise. Yeah, Buckley, didn't you sign up? Are you one of those that signs up and then don't drive? Yeah. Yeah, awesome, Nikos. Kenny Flenstedt. Currently driving in P5. I'm gonna set up, instead of car number, I'm gonna set up the manufacturer for a little bit. You can see the different cars we have on track right now. So yeah, a lot of Ferraris still. 47 cars on track right now. It's growing. And we are a little bit oversubscribed, so it's not bad that someone is not driving, because this track that we switched to can accommodate more than 50 drivers, but a lot of the other tracks only accommodate 50 drivers. So yeah, Nikos. Yeah, I know that actually. I do speak some Dutch. But so it's gonna be the battle here between him and Peter Woodslender for sure. Danny Britos, P15 today. In his trusty McLaren. I'm gonna switch back to the numbers so we can see the different classes. So you can see here clearly that we have the faster driver. Faster split is white, and the silver split is the slightly slower. And the Driscoll is drafting. You're not allowed to pass unless there's someone actually unless there's someone that actually yields or do an invalid lap. And the Driscoll in the Honda, so I think that's the only Honda in the field. Very close between Maurice and Woodslender still. It's only 0.05 of a second between them. And Uwe Tholen is the fastest in the silver split right now. And looks like Benny Heim is the fastest in the... I think he's the fastest now in the bronze split. Yeah. Then we have Zimmer and Meleski that are in the silver split that hasn't really got any good laps out. Okay, Hellström goes into the pits. It's in P6. Chris Bourne out in the sand right there. It's going to be interesting to see the feedback from everyone. It's 18 minutes left, so 30 minutes is a long time. So, you know, it's bound to be some room on track. Gonna get the track map up again. So, yeah, it starts to, you know, if you're smart, you wait like 10 minutes because you see there's space on track right now. Craig Holmes, welcome. Don't forget to press the like button. So Woodslender coming into turn 1. See how he's negotiating that. No, cameraman jumped to Andy Driscoll. I'm actually doing this on autopilot, so what I'll do that, I'll stop that, and then let's go to Peter Woodslender, go into his cockpit and see how he's doing. So he said that the car was so slippery last time, and he was struggling a lot with tire temps and pressures on the second. But now he on kind of his second runs, all of a sudden he didn't get the same temperatures and all that. So he's up 0.2 right now with a little traffic in front of him. He's up 0.3. So he's working to get a little bit more. He had got a little bit more buffer on Maurice behind him. He has now a 1:59.8, so it's nice someone yielded for him. He lost the 10s there, but he's driving about on his personal best today. Third gear, see if he can rotate around here and get on the throttle on the apex. No, he misses that. Yeah, exactly, Frank. That's the strategy, you know. Because now after it's halfway through, there should be room on track. So it's all about strategy. Oh, Peter Wolfslener coming as a little slipstream now from who is that? That's Daniel Britos maybe, or yeah, he improved just a little bit. So let's see if Maurice can respond. So it looks like he has kind of figure out this track, Peter. 1:58.8. Oh, I'm sorry, 1:59.8. Pretty good race pace, or qualifying pace rather. So Terry Trowbridge is now the fastest in the second split, and he drives the. I think he drives the Bentley. Yeah. He sits there in pits. I'm gonna go down. Oops, that's. See, yeah, here we have Benny Heim from Germany. He's in the Ferrari, so he's the guy that leads now the third split, the bronze. And if you haven't noticed, guys, that's coming on in new here. Hey, Robert. There is, god morgon. There is a little graphic down to the right there with the different classes and the color designations. Yeah, Mike Maleski driving down here in 39. He should be able to get himself out of this territory, I would think. Driving the 711 Ferrari. And one more have snuck in. So we have Willie Owens is in here as well in the McLaren. Neil Leader, expecting more of him. So I think this is the biggest grid we have ever had. So like I mentioned, it's a little bit of a problem because we're a little bit oversubscribed with like 6 people. So we'll see. So it's really good if you are actually going in. There's no requirement, you don't get the penalty if you don't sign out of the race, but it's really, really good because then we know what to expect. If it's a overcrowded race or not. It's a cool livery there on Neil Leader. Yeah, that's great, Craig. I saw that, so appreciate that. It's just makes planning a little bit easier. I'm a little bit nervous that we're going to run into actually having overcrowded race. So Maurice takes provisional pole right there with a 1:59.6. So about two tenths between Peter and Maurice. It's going to be really interesting to see the start there, because in the sprint, Peter really took the start. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. "11 minutes left. Let's see where we have our newcomer. Nick Newcomb. The newcomer. So many puns on that name. So he's right now he's P2 in the bronze group. That's good showing for him. Not too many bronze driver have shown up though. Yeah, I mean, the interest is good, but it's always the first race. There's a lot of people driving and then it's falling off. So we'll see how the season develops. Worst case, we have to kind of juggle with the different tracks that can accommodate more than 50 racers rather. All right, so Peter is P2, Chris Bourne P3 right now. And Steve Young P5, slipstreaming. He's not going to be able to get up anything here. Still in P5. Johan Larsson, I had trouble with his livery. That happens from once in a while. Completely black, and it doesn't even show his number. So something is not right with that one. Kripetsi. Yeah, where's Kripetsi? Hugo Caballero, always a feisty driver, running in P30. Yeah, Kripetsi is one of the newer. He joined here recently. Where is he? Here, Gabriele Kripetsi. Gabriele. I don't know how you say Gabriele Kripetsi. Good showing here. Third in the silver. Andy Driscoll have been able to get up a little bit. Let's see who else. I think people are really good here. I don't see that there's been that much problems, but we'll see afterwards. We'll see afterwards what people say. 48 cars. Willie Owens. Justin McLaren. Oh, Mr. Tennant is out driving. Let's look at him. He has the Mercedes, this nice-looking Breitling Mercedes. Breitling livery. Yeah, Italians are really good. So it's going to be one pit stop as usual. Oh, now it looks like Banks have taken the lead in the bronze group. Shouldn't forget about Mirsh Pornov. He was in the top 5 in the championship last season. He's driving the BMW. And Peter Wolfslener has not been able to do any inroads on the fastest lap that Mr. Maurice put down. Going to put on the autopilot for the last 6 minutes. Let the system do his thing, and as he switches to Uwe in P14, Uwe goes off track. There's Peter Lafrance from Canada driving in P28 as we switch to Nick Newcomb. It's now running third in the bronze team. You're gonna see a lot of lapping as well when we have so many cars. Quite a lot of people out on track. Gonna see how many laps people have had. So the top drivers here, they've done 9 laps. Butten, Wolfslener and Larsson done 9 laps. Pornov did 10, Larsson, Nemeth 10 laps. So Sauvage 10 laps. So people do 10, 8, 9 laps. Then we have some guys like Parks has only done 2, Tennant have done 2. So it tends to be that the guys that are further up in the standings made more laps. Not necessarily correlation. Chris Bourne did 7 laps. Desart, Flenstedt, P8, P9, 7 laps. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the feedback. And most have done 2 pit stops, so they've been out like 3 times. Or maybe that's 2 times actually, depending how you count it. Jonathan sits in, my buddy here, Jonathan sits in 16th. Expected maybe him to be a little bit further up. He drives the Mercedes. Andy Driscoll driving the only Honda on track. Wolfslener is still out there pumping out laps. He has to bring in 4 tenths. Be able to do anything. Switching over to Larsson here. Goes a little wide. Larsson in P12, a little bit surprising as well. Steve Young in the Porsche. We have a few Porsches out on track. Good looking livery there from Sky. So Tolan in P14 is the guy that's holding the top spot right now for the silver. Yeah, Wolves wants to pull. I know. We're gonna see the start because he has practiced the start and he has found. There was something he discussed that he kind of found how to kind of keep the speed up after the counter. After you get out of that kind of box and you kind of just drive on speed to kind of maximize that. So that's going to be really interesting. Willie Owens, 47, in this yellow McLaren. Easy to spot. He's rounding up the last couple of positions here with the Tennant P48. Gonna be interesting to see Tennant, how he's gonna do his start. Always a feisty start. Okay, Stefan. What I'll do then, if you don't mind, I'll just remove you, because then we have one less driver to worry about. So if you don't mind, let me know if I should do that. I can withdraw you just from the championship. That's very easy. There's a button for that, but I can take care of that. All right, just about to finish off. And we see Maurice being the one in the top. And Maurice only needed 9 laps to do that. That's quite a feat. I think Young is still driving for position. And he's P7 right now. Let's turn off the autopilot here so I can follow him. Yeah, and he has a little traffic there. I don't know who that is, but Steve is... he lost time. That spoon curve is so difficult. I wonder who that is in front of him. Oh, that person went off. Steve Young, he left. John Saunders is actually up on time, but if he can take 2:10s here, he can get up to P4. See if he can get through here. He's driving the... Yeah, he's driving the Aston Martin. No, he's in P5. So there we go. I think everyone is in. All right, so that gives us... I'll move that one. So Buiten, Wulfslener, Born, Larsson on the first row. Tolan is the fastest when in the silver group, and then Banks the fastest in the bronze. So great job. It didn't look like there was too much kerfuffle, if you will. So let's look at the track walk here. Suzuka in Japan have that famous Ferris wheel, but nowadays it looks like every track have a Ferris wheel. So one of the few racetracks in the world that I think is like the third that's kind of FIA rated, that has that's 8 formation. The Degner, that's my worst corner there, coming down there to the right-hander in under the tunnel. Hairpin. And then coming out on spoon curve. And you really have to set yourself up perfectly, because you can lose so much time coming down the long straight. And yeah, that's Suzuka. So I think we might see a little. I mean, it's a good run-off section there in the first corner, and then there's going to be a little bump and grind through the S curves, I think, before this whole field of 48 cars. I think this is the biggest field we have ever had, which excites me, and it also scares me. Because it could be a lot of work for stewards. So as you know, we are stewarding the first lap, and then racers will report any subsequent actions. I won't go do a whole grid walk. It's too many cars, I think. Maybe I'll do that anyway. Let's do that. See if I can set that up here. Boom, boom. Okay, here we go. Let's go. So Maurice in P1 from Holland, Peter Wutzlener, Austria, P2, second row, Chris Bourne. Then we have Johan Larsson, P4, P5, Saunders. I need to take that graphic off. And then we have Tommy Hedström, Sweden, P6, Steve Young, P7, P8, Sylvain Desart, Kenny Flenstedt, P9, Mish Ponov, P10, Steve Howells, United Kingdom, P11, P12, Patrick Larsson, Sweden, Laszlo Nemeth from Holland, P13, P14, Uwe Thulen, Germany, P15, Terry Trowbridge, Great Britain, P16, Jonathan Wood, United States, Gabriele Cripezzi from Italy, Italy 17, P18, Andy Driscoll, 19, Jeff Odette, 20, Daniel Britos, P21, Dimitri, P22, Thomas Reiner, 23, Lealis, 24, Olli Linnertner, 25, Jean-Marie Grouillot, P26, Michael McClellan, P27, Randy Zimmer, P28, Peter LaFrance, P29, Richard McKay, P30, Philippe Savage, Hugo Caballero, P31, P32, Brian Banks, P33, Aaron Shannon, and P34, Mappe Kansund, Benny Heim, P35, P36, Jeremiah Robas, and P37, Mike Mileski, Nick Newcomb, the newcomer, if you get that pun, P38, and Joby Kavak, 39, P39 in the Pink Pig, Richard Coulomb in this shell-livered Ferrari, P40, Peter David, P41 from Canada, P42, Neil Leader, P43, Kenny Smith, P44, Arton Castengay, Eric Langlois, P45. 46, James Parks. Willie Owens, P47. And P48, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Frank Tennant, in his big old Bentley. So there you have it. Plenty of time to do that introduction. Let's get back to business. Helicam, front. And we can take that one away. Get that graphic up. And put the classes out too. I don't think we need the map, do we? It's the leaderboard. Let me set up the leaderboard. Yeah, first we have mandatory pit stop 1. All right, here's the front. So let's see how. So we have Maurice have the inside, which I think is a benefit here. It's going to be very, very interesting to see the start. And then I'm going to start to pan down the field a little bit and see how it goes down there. Yeah, deep breath, everyone. We are about to start. Maurice, P1 on the inside. Let's see if Peter Woodsley can jump in on the start. There is the start. And there is a good start by Maurice. Maurice gets the inside. Yes, he gets the inside. I'm panning down a little bit. Chris Bourne gained 1 position. Saunders gained 1 position. See one car go a little bit wide. Yeah, for that, there's a little door-to-door, bonk, bonk, bonk. One car went around. And here it is. Here's the pandemonium. Oh, wow, what a mess went back there. Yeah, that was a little mess. You see the flags there of contacts. See when the smoke clears. Let's go back to the front. Steve Young is up on Saunders. So it's an essay loss. Yeah, well, let's see. I'm gonna set up the delta, the position delta. So here in the begin, yeah, Peter LaFrance is the big winner here. P10. He's been harvesting. We still have 48 cars on track, so no one have taken their toys home. I want to see where Frank is. Frank is P32. Unbelievable. He started last, and he sits in P32 after the start. Classic Tennant. And here comes Andy Zimmer on Newcomb. It's going to go on the inside there. Newcomb did not have a good sprint race. He had little problems with contacts and such. But here he's defending well on Zimmer. It's a lot of close racing here. I'm just going to try and highlight what I see on the deltas. Nikom have had a little contact possibly with someone. Jubekawak went off. Going up a little bit. So here's Kenny Flenstedt and Desart. As you see, they're one position back from their start. Top 4 has not changed anything. Hellström gained one position. He passed Saunders in the start. I'm going to set up my little tracker on the side. Yeah, looks like Maurice is actually pulling away. But anything can happen. Here's Trowbridge in the Bentley. Light blue roof there on that car. Yeah, Maurice have the best time now, 2:0.1. Yeah, Frank, he really did a good job there, pulling up. Here are the bottom cars, so to speak. Oh, we see a little oversteer there. Oh, sliding. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I'll put the gaps on there. Thank you. I'll just try to hit the areas where we see these gaps. They're coming into the chicane. Saunders getting up on Hellström here. Saunders in the black Aston Martin. Looking racy. The whole gaggle of cars here fighting. Oh, Larsson comes on the inside. Larsson in the black McLaren there. That's kind of unmarked. And Saunders. Quite a battle going on here between these cars. Here we go on the helicam. Oh, Johan Larsson lost position further back. Oh, he went into pit. Johan Larsson went into the pit. Interesting. But there is Saunders passing Hellström. So Saunders now P4. He's really on the run here. Look at that. That's the Aston Martin. Quite remarkable. McClellan, I see McClellan there, the bronze driver in P18. Great drive by him. So still 48 on track, so we don't have anyone that has been gone out yet. Yeah, something was wrong there with Larsson. Let's see what Peter Lafrance is up to. So McClellan there is the guy in the blue car. So he's the leader of the bronze. He has to just keep his focus. Oh, Felix Savage went off. Let me highlight his livery. It's kind of cool. Look at that. He has trouble. He slipping and sliding like crazy. How's Frank doing? P30, still up 18. I mean, with all respect, Frank has a really good start, but then he during the race he's kind of falling back. So he enjoys the starts more than the actual race, I think. Oh, I think Jonathan Wood just got past. Oh, that was contact. That was contact. Let's go back and look at that. Oh, yeah. Looked like Jonathan kind of got on the curb and then got on, kind of was bounced out a little bit in the track. So Wolfsländer have started to gain up, gain some time here. It's less than a second behind Booten. Looks like the field has spread out quite a bit, actually. Maybe I'll put the track map up. It's Benny Heim chasing down Zimmer. They are in different, but Maurice, fastest lap again. There's an interesting group forming here with LaFrance, McClellan, Britos, Groyot. Yeah, LaFrance is really getting his fangs into the car in front here and the Driscoll. Yeah, Terry spun there. There was contact with Jonathan Wood. Yeah, don't forget the luck button. Thank you for that. Desart Kripetsi, an accident. Let's see what happened. Oh yes, driving way too close there, and there is a little contact. Okay, that was kind of more on the defender. There's another contact. Possible contact, let's see. Oh, yellow flag there. There's the contact. Oh, he was spinning to get back on track there. That wasn't good. Unfortunate. Oh, Steve Young goes into the pits already. Oh, he looks banged up. So he's gonna do some repairs. While Kripetsi is now still chasing down Sylvain. And Sylvain will be hard to pass. So in 10 minutes, we're going to see a little bit more pit stops. Oh, here's McClellan coming into a little battle here with Pete LaFrance and Driscoll. Oh, he's going to take him on the inside. Looks like. No. Maybe on the way out. There he is. Side by side. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, little contact. And the tucks in behind. And then McClellan is behind. McClellan should be careful here because he's in a separate class. He needs to kind of just consolidate his position, not do anything crazy. And Driscoll is in the Honda. Let's see how he performs on the straight here compared with the Ferrari behind him. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was very nicely done. Look at the Ferrari. Just power through there. Great drive. Great drive by McClellan. And then we see Jean-Marie behind there can also capitalize on Driscoll's misfortune. The misfortune being in the Honda, I guess. Driscoll is up. He's up 2 positions though. Yeah, you think that's what's going on. How cool when you saw the other car coming over the bridge there. Let's see how many are we on track. We're 47, so 1 have left. I think we were 48 when we started. Let's see, Brother Thomas here behind Jean-Marie. Yeah, Peter Woodsley is now 2 seconds behind. Maurice is leaving him in the dust. You see on the leaderboard there, McClellan is way ahead of here in the class, the bronze class actually. But I think it's his Kripetzi that's the lead now. Oh, there is a spinner. Oh, that was Uwe. See if I can catch that. Where's my mouse now? Okay, there's Thomas looking on the inside. So you have Ove Tolan coming there with the white stripes on the roof. Oh, little contact there. And he oversteers. So that was that. So Kripetzi is in the lead in the silver. McClellan in the lead in the bronze. And Maurice is in the lead in the platinum. see what goes on behind the scenes here. Aaron Shannon. Aaron Shannon driving the Audi today. It's a nice car to drive. I like that one. So here's a little group of cars. Mappe Kansund, Hugo Caballero, and Neil Leader. Looks like Mappe Kansund had some damage. Oh, for sure. Almost like a floppy bonnet situation on him. There's going to be a little bit work sort out what happened there on the first turn. The good thing is that there's a lot of runoff, so you don't have too many that kind of runs into like a wall and get all destroyed. So, but we'll see. So Steve Young down there, P38, he has completed his pit stop. To see where he can end up. Oh, Richard McKay, oversteer, got a little excited. Is there an accident? It's Ollie. Something happened. Oh, is that Banks behind, or who is it? Okay, here comes Ollie. Goes on the inside. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's Dimitri that has this nice livery. I have to look at that one. Has a little banged up. Nice Breitling livery. Gabriel Kripetzi is climbing. Now he's behind the Sart again. Could be very interesting. Looked a little bit on the inside. Kripetzi up 6 positions. Something happened down here, Trowbridge. Jens Parks sliding. I think we saw that before. A lot of struggles. All right, we have quite a few guys coming into the pits now. See where all that shakes out. Peter is now 3 seconds behind Maurice. Maurice is well, last lap they left about even though. Oh, did Sky retire? No, Sky is out. Sky is out. But he runs down in P30. He's done with his pit stops. Looks like Laszlo have retired though. So now I have only 45 on track. So now where is Tennant? I want to check up on Tennant. Doing good there, P22, but he hasn't pitted yet. I had a pretty scrappy last lap, 207, 206.7. That was his current lap, so. So great to see Frank on track. He got new wind in his sails here. I guess it was the practice race here Friday. So that's always good. You get to these situations where you feel like, you know, it's just, no, I'm not getting anywhere and I'm, you know, worst driver in the world, but never give up. So that's what Frank is showing us in all aspects of life. He's a fighter. Dimitri. Is he gonna slipstream? Yeah, surely. Looking closer. He's not gonna be able to dive there. That's probably a good choice. So pit stops up front. Still Wolfslehner and Maurice are still 1-1 here. No, Maurice is Dutch. So is Kenny Flenstedt making life hard for Frank? At least you get good slipstream behind the Bentley. Oh, what happened there? Okay, yeah. Frank kind of surrounded his position. There looked like that's kind of his mode of racing. He doesn't kind of want to fight too much and get other people in trouble. So appreciate that. So now pits. Maurice and Peter is in the pits. See if Wolfslehner can gain something in the pit situation. Patrick Larsson perhaps too. So all the top ones are in. Willie Owens sits there in the pits. Oh, they're coming out just next to each other. Look at this. Wow, unbelievable. They're coming out next to each other, out of the pits. Look at this. And there comes Wolfslehner. It was just a little touch. Wolfslener ahead. Look at this, he's side by side coming out of the pits. Trading a little paint. Wolfslener, oh, he's driving with his elbows out. Look at that, that's amazing. I wonder if we can even, can I catch this as they come out of the pits? I was going to stay on this for a little bit. You had to excuse me, but I just want to see what happens here as they go out of the pits, these two guys. There we go. Look at that, Wolfslener just racing out. Both of them. This is unbelievable. I haven't seen anything like this. Buiten have the inside. Wolfslener the advantage there in the turn, gets a little bit tight, and he goes wide there. Little touch. Okay, couldn't hold the whole thing. But this is interesting. So Wolfslener, he and then we still have Sivan there in. He hasn't done his pit stop, but how about that? That was exciting. Rubbing is racing, as they say, and that was surely some rubbing there. But yeah, I mean that was really exciting to see, actually. So let's see. Maurice is certainly gonna do everything he can to get back here, and he seemed to have a better pace. So we see overall. Yeah, too bad, Willie. Sorry to hear. So you get to enjoy this race here between Maurice and Peter. It's really spicy. And actually, we see here Frank is now in the lead in the bronze. Not for long though, because he needs to pit. All right, Maurice is all over him here, coming through the hairpin, turn 10. I think this is going to be a really tough contest between these two guys. All right, Tennant goes into the pits now. This is really the battle on track to follow. It's pretty spread out otherwise. Steve Young, looking at him a little bit in P14, is now. So there's traffic in front. Not sure who that is. Car 723. All right, good job there, yielding. Really good job. Let's just look at Steve Young for a minute here. He tries to climb up in with Mr. LaFrance in front of him. In front of him, there is Lee Ellis. Terry Trowbridge, P21. Is he going to go inside? No, he actually had to brake a little bit there, with Britos in front of him. Yeah, that thing where they were racing out of the pits, that was amazing. I think that was really, really cool. Really good, exciting drive. Now we see that Lee Ellis is the leader here in the silver. We have McClellan in the bronze. But this battle is really what's the best one on track right now. Maybe go down here a little bit. Let's see what's going on here with Peter David, Jean-Marie Grouillot. Oh, now Maurice, I had to switch to them. Hellström Larsson had a contact. Maybe, no contact, it was yellow flag. What happened there? Not clear. Plenstedt. Yeah, we'll see if Maurice will get Wolfsländer. Maybe Wolfsländer is more comfortable kind of being in the front and just hit his marks. Because this, you know, it's a big difference driving with someone behind you or driving or being the one that's being chased. And here comes Trowbridge going on the inside. On Britos, no. He lifted off. Yeah, he's the fastest, but still 0.7 behind. Yeah, Peter David is doing. Let's see if Terry can take this big Bentley and take that McLaren. I have to jump back to these guys again. See if we can get the slipstream. Oh, here he comes, Maurice, looking on the inside. Try to distract. Very solid drive by Wolfsländer right now. So less than half of the race is left. Or I say, rather 14 minutes left. Much less than half, 1/4. Oh, here, just Kripetzi just passed McClellan. Which was really for position. McClellan is in the lead in the class. This is so close. Went through the hairpin. Okay, Carmack, let's do that. What we can do is... we can circle as the position delta. No, not we do the gaps. Okay, we gaps and manufacturers can circulate that a little bit. Look at that, it's close now. Maurice. Here comes Maurice. Oh, what happened there? Let's just do a replay. Was it contact? Oh, well, it actually looked like Maurice was turning into Wolfsländer on that one. for unknown reason. Yeah, on this we're going into the pit stop. The pit limiter is not off. So I think if you go in way too fast, you will get the disqualification. You know, you can't go in 100 kilometers an hour and go in, because then you get disqualified anyway. I think that's how it works. Wolfslener into some traffic now. Oh, that's... Maurice kind of got caught a little bit behind some cars, and there's Jeremy. All right, I'm holding my breath there. All right, so yeah, Peter Wolfslener got a good little buffer there, as we see Dimitri. Is he going to be able to do something here on Shannon? So this is for P22. Yeah, you want to look in the replay what your speed was. If it's just a little bit, like 5 kilometers over, I don't think it's a big deal. But I've had that disqualification too with auto pit limiter, because there's kind of a limit for how fast you can get in there. Okay, let's see, where are we? Sauvage chasing Jeremy Robas. They had to yield a little bit from for the leaders coming through, so they got an opportunity to get a little bit further closer. Frank Tennant is still up 20 spots, so P28. Good run. Terry Trowbridge. Is he going to be able to do something here? I mean, that Bentley looks spicy. He's chasing a Ferrari. And that's a car which is not in his class, so... Oh, Maurice getting close. Oh, it's 8 minutes left. I think I have to stay on these guys, because I think there's going to be excitement. They just passed some traffic there, so I think that's what caused them to get a little bit closer together. I'm gonna stay on these for a bit, just to see. Don't want to miss anything. Oh, I hope they stay out of the way. Houghton had a little trouble to get through, but it managed. Yeah, I think this is going to be down to the wire. Absolutely down to the wire. This is really the closest race right now. I can look a little bit on Jean-Marie. Chasing Tennant. Oh yeah, second gear. Yeah. Instant disqualification. I've done that too. I'm getting a little bit quiet here because I'm working on my a little graphics. So we have less than 5 minutes. Let's look at Larsson trying to get Mishponov. I thought I didn't have the graphic. That's weird. What was it that I didn't have? Very weird. Yeah, they're still very close though. Last lap, Maurice was actually 2/10 faster than Mr. Wuslander, so. Yeah, still 1.5. Let's go back to Patrick Larsson. He's getting very close here to Mishponov to maybe capture P6. Lee Ellis is currently the winner in for the silver, and McClellan for the bronze. All right, let's get over on the leaders. Less than 2 minutes. Okay, sorry, I've been a little bit quiet here, working on some things in preparation. So he gets into some, this is the last lap now, guys, so he's getting into some traffic. This could impact. So let's follow these guys. Very nice yield there. Not impacted by that. Yeah, good job by everyone yielding. Oh, I get very close. Yeah, Stefan, we're already oversubscribed, so I can't add no more people. I'm just waiting for people so we can get kind of close to 50, and then if we get under 50, because we kind of, there's always people dropping off, you know, so in the season, so. All right, he's so close, Maurice. It's, oh, there's contact. They avoided, what a move Woodsley did. Oh, he went outside. Maurice went outside the track. Maurice went outside the track when he did that pass. Okay, we have to look at that. Look at this very closely now. Okay, look at Maurice. And there comes, he passes outside the track. Yeah. Wow, that's drama. Clearly, yeah, that's drama. I will actually, as I saw that, I need to, what am I doing here? I need to get into the race. Can I do that? Can I make a message? Oh, this was too exciting. Yeah, so I call, I mean, that was clearly illegal. So that would be, it would be Wolfslener. So preliminary will say Wolfslener. We'll look at that, of course, but I think that was pretty clear for everyone. So, yeah, a lot to unpack there, but at least there might be other things that impact this, but it was exciting, and thank you guys for watching. Let's see, gonna get someone into the interview. It could be interesting who shows up in the interview. Let me get into the podium. Podium interview. See if someone shows up. So here at least the preliminary results, if you will. So we'll look a little bit closer on this and what happened there in the last. Lee Ellis, welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
So,
it felt good.
Yeah.
The app really good considering I had very little practice with it.
Yeah, and you had which car did you have now again?
The Aston
Yeah,
V8.
yeah. That was pretty strong here on this track, wasn't it?
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, we had two others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had two others driving in the silver with that car as well. Saunders made P4 on it, so
Nice.
yeah.
Well, we'll see how good it feels at the next track. Where are we next?
Yeah, so have you noticed, I mean, your feeling of driving with the bop and all that? Is that any...
Well, definitely feels different than the Aston did without the bop.
Yeah. So you notice a difference?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so, and also we had 30-minute qualifying. How did you like that with that long session? Were you able to get, you know, a strategy for getting your laps?
Yep. I looked for an opening and stayed there. Didn't really encounter any traffic at all.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of people got in a lot of laps. So, you know, I saw like some people got in like 9-10 laps. And I didn't really see any. I wasn't on the voice chat, so but I assumed there were no big profanities that people were getting in the way or so.
There was quite a bit of confusion or chaos at the start of the race. I don't know how I got through it.
Exactly.
But I did. Yeah.
So I see we have Maurice. Maurice.
Yes, hallo.
Hoe gaat het?
Alles goed.
Allemaal
prima.
Goed, ja, prima. Yeah, so there was a little controversy there in the end. We had to look at that, how all that played out. So provisionally, I had made my graphic here, so I have Wolfslener on the graphic, but we really have to look at it because you were actually outside the track when you passed in the very last turn. So
yeah, I thought I was just with my wheels on the curb, but I wasn't.
Yeah, no. So we'll look at that. But I mean, it was very, very interesting and fun racing. I mean, you guys were battling it out there.
Yeah, I was a bit frustrated because I was overtaking in the last lap on the 130R, and I had the speed, and then there was a back marker, and then Peter, who was in front of me, he had to move right, and I rammed into him. That was before the last corner, right before the last corner.
Yeah.
So I was a bit frustrated. So I took the inside of the corner. I already suspected it was off track, but I was still frustrated because I got blocked in 130R. Otherwise, I would have had to win anyway.
Sure.
But we'll see what the stewards say. If I get penalized, I get penalized.
Yeah. It's it was all a very very exciting race. And
It was
and what did you think about the qualifying session? 30 minutes there. Were you able to? You got quite a few laps in there in qualifying. I think 10 laps or something.
Yeah, but I think like 3 of them were valid because
Okay.
I had to back out a lot of times because I was some people were like like 3-4 seconds off pace.
Yeah.
And you know, even if I started with like 5-6 seconds behind them, and then I started, and then the first lap is a warm-up lap, and then the second lap I already was on their back, so I couldn't do my lap every time.
Sure.
Because I would catch up. So I was a bit I was a bit too crowded.
Yeah.
So I already asked in chat for maybe they split it in 2 next time, like 18 minutes for silver and bronze, and then 12 minutes for platinum. That way you have the same guys with are on the same pace a bit together, and then give the 2 splits bronze and silver a bit longer time. So because they have more people.
Yeah,
maybe that's
it could be. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah,
but
cool.
yeah, congrats to Peter. He was racing very well, especially the second stint. I was ahead by like 3 seconds in the first before the pit stop, and then I missed my pit stop, so I got moved. And then the 3 seconds I was ahead of Peter got lost, and we came out to pits exactly the same time. And we went like head to head through the first corner, but the McLaren is like really agile in the corner, and the BMW is just isn't that good in corner, so he got the better of the first T1. And then I was following and tried to overtake, and then I got a bump. We bumped, I think, also in T1, and I completely off track, almost hit the ball. Again, I was like 3 seconds behind Peter, and then I gained again, and then every time there was a back marker, he had the hairpin. And then he could take the hairpin, and then I had a back marker in the hairpin. It happened to me like 2 or 3 times, and every time I lost a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very frustrating, but was very good racing of him. We were very close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And well, I don't think I won because that last corner was just not good.
Yeah.
So congrats to Peter.
Yeah, we have it all on the broadcast. You can look back at it. So.
Yeah.
And I see Michael McClellan here. Good job there in our new bronze class. You're the.
Thank you.
You took the gold in the bronze, so to speak. So you were P4 in our silver session or silver group last season. So I mean, this was a not too surprising result for you because you're a quick driver here in this area.
Getting a little more practice in with ACC over iRacing, so it's kind of helping.
Yeah. So did you have any troubles during the qualification to get laps in?
I went out at the wrong time. I didn't play it right, and I got caught up with all the platinum drivers. So I went ahead and pitted and started again in a better slot. But then it worked out.
Yeah, that's difficult.
It was a learning experience, but it's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's kind of adds another level of strategy to try to get your laps in, and maybe it's good that the faster drivers don't get the best laps in because you get more racing in the race afterwards. So we'll see what people think about it. But all right, well, congratulations. Very good race. It was exciting to call this race. So I'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
All right.
See you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. So thank you, everyone that watched the stream. We'll see you next time. And next time we have Brands Hatch. So we'll see you then.